What's good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
This is not
Not
another damn
another
podcast.
damn podcast.
Presented by
Our
our
damn
damn
selves.
selves. 315 episode. We get
Yes, 3:15.
1-5.
Yes.
Pretty chill weekend for me. Well, pun intended chill because it's like degrees outside right now as we record this. It's June.
Sketchy Chicago weather.
Mid-June when it's 60 degrees. And I think that's the high too.
So ghetto.
Right now, but pretty just after I had a super busy weekend last one, decided to like pretty much take it easy.
Mhm.
Did do some yard work with Babe yesterday. So other than that, yeah, just chill weekend. No.
Yeah.
Same with you, kid.
I'm kind of sorted. We just been trying to get everything in order just for trying to get the backyard ready
Get
for
the house,
summer, just trying to get
the house
everything.
right.
So you know how that goes. And Marcus was just like, he's like, I'm sick of spending money right now. It's kind of like where he's at right now.
That's the
He's like,
story.
everything, when you have a house, everything, $500, everything's $500, so $500, so $500. Like everything is, but I'm like, this is just year one. So it's like once you do everything you need to do and just keep your regular maintenance and do things.
Gotta maintain. Yeah.
Yeah. So still establishing, but let's see, I got my painting up, my
Yeah, Jill Scott.
finally put it up, finally.
The old place, Jill Scott was always right in the back when you recorded, so now she's back again.
Yes, because I've been looking
She was,
at it. I'm
she
like,
was
what?
gone
Let me
for a
stop being
while. Now she's
lazy.
back. Her
It just
regular
been in a box,
regular
just sitting in
viewers
a
of the
box.
podcast on the YouTube probably wonder what happened to Jill Scott. Yeah, well, there she is. She's back.
There she is.
She's
And my prince is over on the other wall.
over there making pancakes somewhere. That's what he is. Bitches.
Oh yeah.
But since we talking legends, yeah. 80s legends. Let me say rest in peace to one. Yeah. Rest in peace to the Iron Sheik, Sheiky baby. We lost Iron Sheik at
And number one,
this
USA, Pootie.
yeah. Grew up watching 80s wrestling, you know the Iron Sheik. Yeah. He was part of the very first WrestleMania. He was at WrestleMania before they had numbers. So they like Iron Sheik was there. Like he's an 80s.
Nice.
Yep. Sheik was at the very first one. Yeah.
I'm just sorry. The 80s wrestler, I know I'm biased, but the 80s wrestler was just the best era, just to me. It's
Different.
just
Yeah, that's to me, that's my
so
era.
many characters.
This is broken up into like several different eras. It's like some fans like Attitude, that was like the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, I was like, wow, I was like finishing high school,
Yeah.
got
And
started in
then
college around that time.
and
Yeah.
some like the new generation era that was like Bret Hart and all of those, like that era.
Hmm.
And some like ruthless aggression. That's when like Cena and like Batista and those guys were rising. But to me, it always be about 80s.
The 80s was just the best. Like
80s is what I grew up watching. It was funny. Somehow Ric Flair was around for every one of those eras. He was like,
woo. He's a nature boy.
he was around during all of them.
And they've been pouring out the nice tributes to him. They've been pouring out.
Chico, Dwayne, The Rock Johnson did a
I
nice
saw, yeah. And then Sergeant Slaughter left one for
Slaughter
him
because
too.
that's his most famous opponent. Because like USA
Yeah.
versus Iran is like so.
Because he always had like
He was Sergeant Slaughter was on GI Joe.
yeah, because he had the hat. He was,
GI Joe actually turned his persona into a character on the show. It was like Sergeant
yeah.
Slaughter. It was like so he crossed over like Dwayne. He crossed over to mainstream because he was on GI
Hmm.
Joe in the 80s. So yeah, probably because of that Iron Sheik feud helped get him that GI Joe gig. Right?
Hmm.
So, yeah.
And the closest that they came on The Simpsons was when Bret Hart was on there, and then they had a person called the Shrieking Sheik.
Yeah, so that
Like
was
they didn't say, but it was like the Shrieking Sheik was like the closest that they came to like, basically making that be like the Iron Sheik or whatever.
Iron Sheik,
Yeah.
former WWE champion. Like
Mhm.
he's the guy that Hulk Hogan beat to win the title back in '84. So Iron Sheik was the champion that Hogan beat. So the Iron Sheik helped create Hulkamania. If you want
Mhm.
the
Interesting.
guy that beat him. And then Hogan became, yeah, say your prayers, take your vitamins, brother. Like he became that guy to be the Iron Sheik.
I'm sorry, but it's just like the curl toe shoes. It's just when he would wear the curl toe shoes when he'd be in the ring.
The turban, all the
The
handlebar
curl, the
mustache.
handlebar mustache. But hey, how can you not like that? Like that's great writing. That's great writing to me.
Yeah. And for him to like make it to because like he came over as an immigrant who didn't speak English to like to make it to the
Right.
top like that. It's like yes,
Yeah.
those of you that
Very encouraging to see
live
that it doesn't
the
matter when
American
you
dream. Yeah.
start. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. So that
I've
he
been
came
reading a lot of
over.
more about his backstory ever since he does. Like, okay, yeah, yeah.
Mhm. Like he literally had nothing when he came here. So very encouraging to see that he built quite a resume,
And I'm
becoming one of the Hall of Fame wrestlers. So yeah,
former world champ, like Iron Sheik was the man.
yeah.
One of the most memorable characters. Like I said, we still talking about it. Stuff he did
It's the
40 years ago in the
it's
80s.
the curl toe shoes for me. That's what did it for me. It's the curl toe shoes and the mustache.
That was one of our dad's favorites. He liked the Iron Sheik. I
The
remember
Iron Sheik. I remember Dad liked the Iron Sheik.
it was funny. That's why Iron Sheik was hilarious.
Mom be this silly stuff. Like mom always like thought they were epic.
Dad used to watch wrestling. Dad took me and Feast to see WrestleMania on closed circuit back in
Yes.
we went and saw
And we
WrestleMania.
would watch it, like I would watch it with you guys at home, and then mom always like trivialized our wrestling, because we were like big wrestling fans, and then she'd be like, "That's so silly," She was like, "So stupid," But we liked it, we enjoyed it. Wrestling was great in the 80s.
That, that was the era. But rest in peace, Iron Sheik had to kick it off there for all my wrestling fans. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've been seeing the tributes pour down as well too. So been real good. So shall we stay in sports or sports adjacent? Because wrestling is sports entertainment, but let's stay in sports right now.
Yeah, we could say in sports.
Let's talk about Zion Williamson.
I'm gonna put his on my notes.
Zion
So,
Williamson, you jabroni, messing with porn stars, getting pregnant. It's like, Iron Sheik voice is gonna last through.
so in case you missed it, Zion Williamson was at a baby shower. He's having his first child. I think, yeah, his first
Yeah, he
child.
did the little like, photo shoot, like no,
And he was at the baby
everything for the
shower.
gram now. Yeah, he had a little photo shoot, the
The
hand on the belly and
the
all that.
butt picking,
Everybody's
and
like, "Oh, congrats!" Yeah, it was
that
like,
seems
like
like a
it
time for
started out
happy.
normal. It's like, yeah, oh,
Seems
congrats.
like a moment of like celebration and happiness, because it's like, okay, babe, he's coming to dad. That's so exciting, and this and this and that, and but then dun dun dun.
Words, OnlyFans, yeah.
Porn, like not suitable for work. They was like, don't Google her when you're at work because it's not suitable for work or content.
Yeah.
What's her name? Mariah something.
Let's get it.
Mariah something, I
I
think.
forgot her name already. I know she's on OnlyFans.
She does adult entertainment. We'll say it like that. She came out and was
Mariah
like,
Mills.
yeah, look, this is the real deal. He been messing with me.
He's spitting in her mouth. Yeah, so Zion like spitting in Broad's mouth, apparently.
Disgusting, but okay.
I guess she's into that.
Everybody has like
Some chicks be into that. Yeah, she might like dudes spitting in her mouth, but she's
yeah, she was like, you spit in my mouth, and then you were in here fucking with me and this and woo that, and then you were trying to move me.
But
wow. I was like, whoa.
yeah, you gotta hope I'm not late. Whatever.
Yeah, I hope I'm not pregnant. So apparently, if it's a concern, then you weren't protecting yourself. If you
definitely
if it's a concern that she thinks that she may be pregnant too. So
NBA players don't like strapping up. It's like
well,
even after Magic Johnson, NBA players don't like strapping up.
if that's the case, I say this: welcome, ghetto twins. If she is, that's where it's going to be. But honestly, I think that a lot of the what the world that we live in now, because we're in such a social media world now. Like we see it all the time now. A guy posts a picture with his wife or his fiance or partner or whatever the case is. They posted day at Disneyland with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Cheese. And then side chick comes in and, oh, you was eating my ass last night. And you're like, wait, whoa. You just come in like, whoa, what just
You
happened?
might be at Disneyland now, but I was the one that was riding the roller coaster last night.
Right. And they just come in the comments, not even in the DM, they come in the comments on the main page and then when people be like, oh, you just being embarrassed. No, I have receipts. And then they pull out receipts like, oh, like text messages or like video. You're like, whoa.
Yeah, like the sex tapes or whatever. Yeah, they
The
got
sex tapes,
videos
the
of it,
text
or even
messages
just still photos of like them in bed together. It's like
and
yes.
then
Mm.
him knocked out sleep and then you're laying like this on the pillow, like,
Shout out to the Super Bowl thought that did that a couple
yeah. She's like,
just slept with Super Bowl champion. Yeah, like yeah, it was like man, we just hooked up. Yeah, you see him laid out in the back and shit. Yeah.
just crazy. But this, unfortunately, is the world we live in. So, fellas, unfortunately, if you are trying to play the field and have multiple ladies on your team, um, the first thing I need to say that you need to do, be completely honest. I'm just keeping it real. Be completely honest because, like I said, I watch a lot of like don't love, don't judge. I watch that Facebook thing that comes up or whatever, and
Yeah.
I see a lot of couples that are poly on there. Like
Mm-hmm.
poly is starting to become a thing. It ain't my thing, but it's starting to become a thing. And it might be women who might be open to being poly with you. That might be the case. So I
Mm-hmm.
say you need to just go out there and be honest. Don't try to tread like you're monogamous and like this and that. And then this
Playing
girl that you've
family
been messing
man and you
around with,
really playing family man and you really got bitches.
yeah, this this girl you've been messing around with, she messing with you for like 6 months to 8 months. Then she finds out that you have a whole wife at home and you got 3 kids. Of course, she's going to feel like, okay, like, of course, she's going to feel like a type of way because who wouldn't feel a type of way? Like, you've been living a lie with this person for half a year at least.
But the porn star, that's kind of out there because you're a porn star. So
That, yeah, it's like, that's,
she's just hating. That's all that is.
yeah. Sometimes it is just hating. Sometimes it
Oh
is.
yeah, sometimes the chick was blindsided, but how you blindsided? You a whole porn star. Just, you really thought y'all had something? Fuck out of here.
Well, maybe she thought he was going to be the one to pull her out the industry. Like, hey,
You gonna turn
he's
that hoe,
dying. He has a lot of money. He's
turn
heavy.
that hoe into a housewife, huh?
I want to be saved. He thought he was saving her. Possibly.
Captain Save a hoe.
It happens. So,
It
but
does.
that's my advice.
I
So be honest.
thought he was her Richard Gere to her Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts, pretty woman.
She thought he was Richard Gere in this motherfucker. And then he tried to do it again in Brooklyn's Finest, but it didn't turn out so well.
Just honesty is the best policy, fellas. Just please go
Mm.
out there and just say, hey, I mean, everybody doesn't want to be monogamous. Everybody does not. And know your person, know who you're talking to. And if the person that you're trying to go after is like, okay, I'm down with it too. Also respect these boundaries too. If you say that we're together when we want to be and we're not, we're not. If you see her out there messing with other dudes, don't act jealous and don't act a fool. Because for whatever reason, people who want to be in that situation want to go one way. They don't want to go
Yeah.
both ways.
And as it's a double standard because like let's call it what it is. Guys are typically the ones that want it to be like
Yeah.
open relationship is open for him, but not
Open on my end, but not on yours.
for him, but not for her.
You got to pine away from me. No. You sit and you pine away from me while I'm out here entertaining all these other women. But you sit at home and you wait for me.
Is open on his end and shit.
But you gotta put that out there, especially if the lady that you're going after, if like you always say, if she's not ugly, she's a good looking woman, other men are gonna want to get with her.
Interested.
So
Yeah.
you gotta, so if that's the point where like you don't want nobody else getting on her, then you gotta make the decision like, okay, am I gonna be monogamous? Is this what I want to
It's
do?
what I
And you
really
gotta
want.
make that decision.
You got it comes with a fork in the road. You got to make a decision.
Mm-hmm.
What I really want.
Like,
Boy,
I don't want nobody else talking to you. So now you gotta,
yeah.
but that is kind of out there. That's wild though that. But
So,
I guess like like porn stars have feelings too. So
oh
hey,
yeah,
I
porn
mean we
stars
learned
definitely got feelings.
that.
Facts, yeah.
We learned that you just can't play with
I know,
but
yeah.
she's like, I'm not just a plaything either.
I can't speak on porn star, but I definitely know the strippers got feelings, and I'll leave it at that. So, yes. And that's like in that same lane. It's like, yeah,
Lane.
you're in the same lane.
Because especially if somebody is working in an industry where it's like you're sexual by nature, it's kind of a relief when somebody actually treats you like a damn human being. Like it's like in your workplace, you're just viewed as ass. Like you're just ass. You know, it's just
Like,
like you're
yeah,
just sexualized.
like you
But if
said,
you got somebody who's
like
actually,
Ronnie, like Diamond, and yeah, like come,
mhm,
new, what's up, new booty, like that. Yeah,
yeah, like you just
wow,
overly
new
sexualized.
booty.
So that's what you're used to. So like being with somebody and like if you're like feeling like, oh, we're making a connection. Oh wow. He asked how my day was. He did this, he did, you're gonna be kind of like, oh,
We had a
but
conversation that wasn't about sex. Wow.
right, you're gonna be moved by that. So Zion, yikes.
And what's up with this? And now we seeing like what's this up with this 2019 draft class? Because Zion's one, John Morant was number two. Like, what's up with this? Like, somebody keep an eye on Kobe White. I'm just saying, it's like he's from that class. He's number seven. They ain't made it down. It ain't trickled down to his level yet. One and two are definitely wild. And it's like RJ Barrett, keep an eye on him. He's number three.
Jeez.
Knicks fans got to be shaken. If RJ Barrett has a scandal next, then it's really summed up with this class. Because Jordan Poole was also in this class, and he's like getting punched out by his own teammates. So it's like
Did he buy
something.
Ice Spice something? Isn't he kicking it with Ice Spice now, I think, or something?
Maybe I don't
He
know.
like bought her like something. He spent a lot of money. I think I read that
That's
somewhere.
right. She in a mood. That's right. She in a mood. But yes, like,
Yikes.
keep an eye on Kobe White. I'm just
Kobe, you better not disappoint us.
this 2019 draft class is wilding, bro.
Wilding, wilding,
That's the
wilding.
first time that ever happened at the one and two picks, like had like scandals like back to back. It's like it got to be like a
Well,
first.
and Zion's, if at least like he won't get suspended for his. His is just like,
It's like his is, John Moran is so big. They had to say they said we're gonna wait until after the finals to tell you what's gonna happen. They said we don't want it to take away. So it must be huge. Just like because if it was just something small, they would have just said this shit. Oh, he's suspended for
yeah,
like 25 games or something like that. Yeah.
yeah.
But it must be huge and shit. It's like, yeah, if they said
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna wait till after the finals, like
The
so
finals may or may not be over with in the next day or so. It may or may not be
we'll get
over.
there. Keep an eye on I'm just going through the rest of this class. Kobe White was the one I said, who the Bulls draft? Kobe White, keep an eye on. Is that that's the one I was like, who they draft in that class?
You better not get us, Kobe. You better not.
Hmm.
Stay on the straight and path. Stay on the straight and path.
Mhm. Well, let's talk some NBA talk.
Mhm,
Want
mhm.
to go finals or do you want to just go NBA in general? Yeah.
NBA, but we can start with finals. Nuggets took a commanding 3-1 lead at the time of this recording.
Game
By the
four
time it
goes
airs,
down.
it's still a be a 3-1,
Game
but
four
that,
goes down Monday.
yeah, Monday evening it'll be
Five.
game
Game five goes down Monday.
five.
Yeah, so it could end there, which
Nuggets are at
which
home.
will be appropriate because it's in Denver. Like it'd be their
Mhm,
first championship ever in NBA and Nuggets franchise history.
mhm.
So and like I said before this started, how do you think what how does this rank with Jokic's legacy? Yeah, does Jokic become the GOAT Euro player if they win a championship here?
He might have a valid reasoning for it. He may. Because
He's
he did get the two MVPs back to back.
he has two. Dirk has one. That's something to
Hmm.
think about. Only thing that Dirk has that he doesn't have is a title. Yeah,
Right.
and Finals MVP. And if he wins the title, he probably gets Finals MVP too.
Yeah. Hmm.
But so an interesting stat I'm trying to pull up real quick. Hold tight for me.
It'd be good for them if Denver, like I said, well, not if, like I said, well, it's leaning towards that way, obviously, but Denver, I said, because it'd be their first one in franchise history, and it's just nice to see like something different, like somebody new, like
You talk about something different, man. I was trying to pull the stat up. If the
yeah,
Nuggets win this, like unless Miami somehow miraculously makes a comeback from which has only happened one time in NBA Finals history when the Cavs
LeBron, and that involved LeBron
LeBron
James
and Kyrie.
and Kyrie,
Like that to you, like they
and
go.
no disrespect, Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo ain't Kyrie and LeBron. No disrespect, I not trying to say it like that, but you get what I'm saying. They're good, they don't, but
This would be the first time, pretty much, well, your entire life and pretty much all of my life, that a Western Conference NBA champion came from somewhere other than California or Texas. I was looking that up. It was like because the last champion from the Western Conference is a team that really don't even exist anymore. Seattle Supersonics in 1979.
Sonics.
The last team outside. If you think about it, every other team, yeah. It's like the Lakers dynasty, whether it's Showtime, whether it's Shaq and Kobe, whether it's Kobe and Powell, whether it's the bubble with LeBron and AD. So yeah, California, Warriors, California.
Warriors, California.
All the Texas teams won titles during that time.
Spurs was killing.
Spurs
Spurs was dominating for a
Rockets
minute.
1-2, Mavericks 1-1. Yeah.
Mavericks 1-1.
Like all the Western Conference teams that have been, yeah, from those two cities, from those two states. I mean, yeah, California.
That's it. Nobody else. Phoenix, they dropped the ball on theirs.
Yeah, a couple twice.
They dropped the ball on theirs. Oh yeah, back in the day, yeah, they dropped. Yeah, back in the day, I was thinking about the. I was thinking about the recent one, not passing for three. Yeah, yeah.
And the Jazz, they couldn't get it done. It's like yeah, so
Jordan.
Been other teams. It's like yeah, but yeah, since '79, no team in the Western Conference has won a title that's outside of Texas or California. Denver will break that streak at over 40 years. It's like a streak that stood for 40 plus years. Like so, not only would they be their first title, not only would it be their first title in franchise history, but it'd be the first non-Texas California team to win an NBA title since '79. So
yeah, that's
because the Lakers won in 1980, and that's what kicked off the current streak. Like because then they won all of their titles in the '80s, then the '90s. Then the 2000s, then 2020 in the bubble. It's like,
yeah.
I said, I saw Warriors. They got what 4? Yeah, during this run. Yeah, they won.
They got what 7 total, I think.
Yeah, they passed the Bulls. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Warriors got 7 total. Yeah.
The Lakers and Celtics are tied at 17 each.
17, yeah.
Either one. They both tried to go for 18 this year, but they didn't quite make it.
Good.
Especially the Lakers.
Sick of the Lakers and the Celtics.
and Boston just choked in games. So I don't know what's worse, getting swept or like blowing getting choking in games after coming back from down 3-0 which is worse? I was like
I think the choking because it's like
the sweep or the choke job is like what's worse.
You got the Maxwell Smart missed it by that much. You got that. You
came back from down 3-0 and you got game 7 at home and you still couldn't get the job done. So yeah, that might be worse than the sweep.
It is. It is. It's like having all the numbers on a Powerball ticket, and then the last number of the Powerball, you missed the Powerball.
I showed you
every single number.
I showed you my losing ticket. It was like one off for every one though, so mine wasn't as bad as Boston, but yeah, had like
all the numbers, but then you missed the Powerball, and it's like up.
Every one of my numbers was one number off for my ticket, and that's the last time I played Powerball. That was a sign that I need to give up the lottery. I was like, that's the closest I'm gonna get. So like, yeah, I'll never play it again after that. Never bought a ticket after that.
Looks like it's somebody at that Displays, and I'm like, I stopped at that Displays, so a Speedway before. I've gotten gas there before.
Could have bought a ticket.
Damn, somebody went this way, Displays. Stop there for gas.
Well, yeah, Lakers and Celtics are tied at 17, and the Bulls are third at. Oh, no, I mean the Warriors are third at 7, and the Bulls are fourth at 6, and the Spurs are 5, titles,
Yeah.
Pull up the list of like all of them, see who all is.
Steve Kerr wins either way.
Kerr was part of the
Warriors, Bulls, and Spurs. He wins either way.
Right, so it's 3, 4, and 5. Like he's part of those teams. He just never played for the Lakers or the Celtics.
So Steve Kerr wins. That's the bottom line.
Titles with all 3. But then Spurs are 5, and then you got 3 teams with now you got 1, 2, 3 teams that have 3. the Sixers, the Pistons, and the Heat.
In the
Let's just
Heat.
break down this whole fucking list then since we're going. One, two, three teams have two titles. The Knicks, the Rockets, the Bucks.
Pistons.
We
Oh
saw
no,
both.
the Pistons has three. That's right. I
Got,
forgot
they
about
went
the
back
oh
to back
04.
with the Bad Boys. Then
Yeah, I was thinking about the back to back. I forgot about the oh
yeah.
04.
The
Yeah.
Sixers, Pistons, Heat got three each. Yeah.
Yeah, I
The
forgot about
Heat
that.
got three because they got two with the big three
I
era.
remember that when they got the three. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Heat.
So they
And
got
who has two?
two are Knicks, Rockets, Bucks. We just saw the Bucks win their second one like a couple of years
Yeah,
ago.
and then the next one
Knicks,
there
neither one of us,
like
that was
50 years ago.
before we were both born. It's literally 50 years ago, 73. So neither one could ever say we saw the Knicks raise a banner. Like, yeah, it's never happened. And then the Rockets we saw their two in the 90s, like when Hakeem,
Mm-hmm.
like back
Hakeem, because
94,
Jordan
95.
retired.
The Rockets won both years that Jordan, like in between the two Bulls, three-peat,
Yeah.
he got his two there. Yeah. Hakeem.
He did the right way. He slid in like, okay, Jordan's out. Let me slide in real quick and get these.
Yeah. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine teams have won one NBA championship. Let's start with the most recent. Well, like almost the most. The Cavaliers won in 16.
Mm-hmm.
The Hawks won in 58. So yeah, time for you to get another one, Atlanta.
Dallas won.
We're gonna get I'm just reading them. Oh yeah, the Wizards won 78. So they right before this Seattle Sonics. We just named the Sonics. OKC Thunder was 79. The Blazers won in 77. Mavericks 2011. The Kings won in 51. God damn. Sacramento Kings. They were the Rochester Royals. They weren't even the Kings yet when they won. It was 1951. They won it.
So even boomers don't remember when they won.
Exactly, yeah. Boomers really wouldn't even remember that shit. It's like
yikes.
And then the most recent champion that won with their first one was the Toronto Raptors.
They won. Oh yeah, the Raptors won in
Kawhi Leonard, Kyle Lowry, 19.
19, okay.
It was Kawhi and Kyle Lowry and Pascal Siakam and Rockford's Fred VanVleet, baby. That team.
Which is rough because DeMar DeRozan, like he really should have a ring.
Exactly. It sucks for him because he's like Doug Collins was with the Bulls. Like he laid on Mark Jackson with these current Warriors. Like he did all the groundwork, and then by the time they got the fruits of their labor, he was gone. It's like they traded DeRozan one season before they won their titles. So it sucks, like, because that should be your millions. That should be your titles.
It sucks for him.
Yeah. And then the teams that have never won, like, well, Denver might get off of this list soon, but the teams that have never won, Phoenix Suns, Utah Jazz, the Brooklyn Nets, the Orlando Magic, and the Indiana Pacers. Teams that have never won. So there we go.
Supersonics, yikes.
I know all my non-NBA fans were bored by that shit, but I'll find shit. I like stats because I'm interested in it.
Yeah, I like stats too. That is an interesting fact.
And most of the Celtics titles came during the Bill Russell era, obviously.
Yeah, obviously they won 8 in a row.
Probably like I think, probably 13 of that whole era came from during that era, either Russell or right after, because like he won.
They won 8 in a row.
He won 11 of them, just like
he won 11 total. Yeah. But the 8 in a row, that's bananas. Like I don't see anybody. Like I mean, I know they should never say never, but I don't see anybody breaking that record winning 8 in a row. I just don't see that happening.
Yeah. It's hard to get 3 now. It's like
it's hard to get 3.
Last team to three-peat was Shaq and Kobe, and that was like 2002.
Yeah, it's like hard to double. It's hard to repeat.
Even back-to-back is not.
Warriors
did it. The Spurs never did.
So the Warriors couldn't do it this time, but the Bucks couldn't do it last time.
He did it. Is like
they wanted the repeat. The Bucks were trying to get their repeat, didn't happen. The Warriors were trying to get their repeat this year, didn't happen.
Yeah, it's hard to get that.
It's hard to get that repeat.
And 3 in a row, like I said, like the Warriors couldn't three-peat. The Heat couldn't three-peat. Those are hard. The Lakers, shot Kobe and Powell couldn't. They were going for theirs. They got swept by the Mavericks. Hard to get 3 in a row. Said Shaq and Kobe the last three-peats. Only three-peat teams were all Phil Jackson teams. Ironically, the three-peat teams, like not counting the Celtics from like back in the Russell era.
Got me bouncing back. I said what you said earlier, but Now I'm kind of like rethinking, like, but is Dirk still the GOAT of Euro because Dirk beat Kobe and LeBron to
Yeah,
get his title? He beat
I'm
Kobe and
let's pull that up.
LeBron.
Let's pull that up because he had a hell of a run. It's like yeah,
Yeah, like Dirk.
2011. Let me
This is why I'll say Dirk and Jokic are 1A and 1B. I'll just say like I cheat. They're 1A and
but
1B.
Jokic beat LeBron too. It's
Yeah.
like so there we
Dirk
go.
beat Kobe. He swept Kobe. They swept Kobe. Had Phil Jackson punching Powell. Like, so like dang.
Mm.
Yeah, he swept Kobe. So that in itself is like yeesh. But yeah, that's 1A and 1B.
Yeah, they had a hell of a run. Looking back, is like at this at this playoff run because they beat in the first round they beat Portland. Is like this is when and Brandon Roy like his last year
Brandon Roy.
before his knees finally died on him. So they beat
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Roy like yeah the last highlight of Brandon Roy's career was in this series. They beat
Yeah.
Portland first round. Second round we just talked about he swept the Lakers. Third round, I forgot they beat what's the name? They beat Durant and Westbrook. Yeah,
Oh
they beat that
shit.
OKC team. Is like in the conference finals, and then beat the big three Heat. So yeah, that was a hell of a playoff run there. It's like that's like almost an all time
They
run.
beat Roy,
Brandon
Kobe,
Roy, like before his
Durant,
knees died,
and
then swept
LeBron.
Kobe, then beat a young up and coming like Durant,
Okay,
Westbrook, and Harden. Like they,
Harden,
yeah,
Ibaka.
yeah, they beat that
That
team.
was a good team. That was a good team. It was
They went to the
very good
finals the
team.
very next year, like after losing in the
Very
conference
good
finals.
team.
And then beat LeBron like in one of the biggest upsets in probably finals history, besides the '04 Pistons. They up there like one of the biggest
Well,
upsets in finals history.
so Dirk, you might be submitted.
Like yeah, like let's not just be so quick to give Jokic the
Because
that
that's a hell of a that's like the big boss. Like you had the video game, like you go through like the levels, and then it's like now you beat the big boss. It's like, yeah, yikes.
but one of the all-time greatest runs got to still be like who I give his props to now was are the bad boy Pistons because he beat Bird, Jordan, and Magic on the way to the title.
Yeah,
Nobody has ever done that. It's like
you beat the dream team.
they swept Boston is they swept Bird in them in the first round. And then they had the Bucks in the second rounds. Like Bucks here were like shout out Mike Love. He remembers this City Moncrief team. Like I barely remember that Bucks team. I remember the Bucks like when like Ray Allen
Ray
and
Allen. I remember the Ray Allen Bucks.
like Sydney Moncrief Bucks. Like I really wasn't checking the Bucks like that in the late '80s. Wasn't checking them like that. So I was like, oh, Sydney Moncrief, kind of, but he was really good from what yeah, he was good a scorer. He like on the other side of the ball, not so much, but he was a good scorer. And then like Eastern Conference Finals, they beat Jordan and the Bulls, and then NBA Finals swept the Lakers. So they swept the Celtics and the Lakers in the same
They
series.
swept for Showtime.
No time, yeah. And after sweeping Bird in the first round.
Steal by Bird.
That was the previous year. That's what made them
That's what made them sweep him because I
gotta
think
get
said
our
Steal
we
by
gotta get
Bird.
our revenge now because the steal by Bird was because the Lakers, I mean the Celtics should have went to the finals that year. Then steal by Bird happened. It's like they should have went to the the Pistons, should have went to the finals that year.
Steal by Bird. And they remember they sounded all summer like, you know what? Okay, I got a trick for you. I got a trick for your ass.
So like that's two of the all-time greatest playoff runs. Yeah, the Mavericks 11 and then the 89 Pistons. Yeah. Because like who you gotta go through to like get to that.
Yeah,
Because opponents
that's
matter.
bad.
It's like not all titles are created equal. It's like I
That's
said.
badass. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because when I was a kid, like, fuck the Pistons, yeah, Isaiah, they suck. It's like looking back, like, oh no, they were pretty damn
No, they
good.
were damn good, but because we had to hate them because they were our direct
I can look at it
opponent.
objectively now as an adult. As a kid, it's just like, boo, yeah, you suck. It's like now, like, no, they
They were great. They were great, but
they're
I
pretty
still
fucking
hate the
awesome looking
Pistons.
back. They're pretty fucking awesome looking back.
I still hate them though.
Oh yeah, when I watch old like hardwood classic footage, I still boo the Pistons like watching those games. I
They
still
played it.
Yeah. I still can't listen to the final countdown because of the Pistons. I hate that song to this day because of them.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. See, y'all
Hate that
know.
song to this day because that was the Pistons theme. Because the Bulls, we got Pistons like and to this day, like Pistons from that era, they get fired up over that. They like, yeah, bad boys. Like when you put that song on, like they instantly think of that team.
See my face I'm making. I still don't like them.
It's funny with Dennis
Like them.
Rodman is like he's the enigma because I still hate Pistons Rodman, but I like Bulls Rodman. It's like yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
because he's Superman. He's Superman for the
when I
rebounds.
watch him playing, like when him like hacking Jordan and all of that, I still like oh fuck you, fuck Dennis.
No, but dance is two
when I
different
see like
people.
when I see like Bill Cartwright or somebody like knock him out, I'm like yeah,
No,
fuck
but
you.
he's two different people because that's pre-tattoos and colored hair. When the Bulls, he was tattooed and colored hair, so and
Well,
piercing.
I make
So
I put it in a better time. Like he's like Pistons. That's black Michael Jackson, and then Bulls Dennis Rodman is white Michael Jackson. Like, Bulls we had dangerous Michael Jackson. It's like when they had like Thriller Michael Jackson with the Bad Boys. It's like,
we had to even
we had like they with the Bad Boys had Billie Jean. We had, do you remember it? Because the same guy, but his appearance had changed so much. It's like,
yeah.
like
When he was pierced up and tatted up, but he did like a different, you know what I mean? He was like a totally different person with the piercings, the tats, and the colored hair.
that's what I
Totally
said.
different
Was like,
person.
yeah, like when after you left us, you went. That's when Dennis went crazy after because
No, he didn't go
he
crazy.
looked normal with the bad hands.
He
Then
didn't
when he
go
started
crazy.
dating Madonna and all of that shit after he left the Bad Boys,
Carmen Electra.
married Carmen lecture for like a day for that shit. Hilarious, but
Oh gosh.
all the NBA talk, the big story, I say even bigger than the finals. Shock,
Oh.
Chris Paul.
Mm.
Yeah, Chris Paul, like Phoenix is cutting ties.
Parting ways.
Yeah. So Chris Paul is I saw like waving, but now I'm seeing how they gonna trade. Like I don't know like what the process is. The first I saw it said wave, my Bleacher Report said Suns wave Chris Paul's like, oh,
Mm.
I came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's like and they not rebuilding because they got Kevin Durant, they got D Book. Is like so
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what do they got some kind of plan, some kind of trade they must have lined up where they're gonna bring in another point guard, maybe that fits
Right.
better with that team. And I would love I don't think it's gonna happen because the Bulls always Bulls somehow, but like he'd be the perfect fit to like replace Lonzo Ball with this. Chris Paul
Mm-hmm.
would be the perfect like yeah, because he's that similar type. Like Lonzo's obviously like got the height advantage, but like
Right.
Paul would fit so well with like the way he plays. Like he would
Mm-hmm.
fit with this Bulls team. Like
And Chris Paul is a floor general. Like Marcus saw when he went to when he was
Lob
in
City,
California. He
Lob
saw when
City.
he was Lob City and they were playing Phoenix. And he said the whole time Chris Paul was just because he's like you can it's like that dude is like intense. He's like they were up by like 20 and he's still over there like yelling and they up by 20 with like a little bit of time left in the game and he's just yelling still. But he's a floor general.
Imagine him
He,
and Boozer playing on the same team.
this
And Kevin Garnett. He's like,
is
oh,
loud.
they do a list of yellers, like the greatest yellers in NBA. That's three right there.
Just loud for no reason.
KG, Chris Paul.
Just loud.
You do it an all NBA yelling team. It's like, yeah, so Chris Paul at the point, Boozer at the four, KG at the five. We gotta find a two and three. Just yellers and shit.
But we do need a point guard. No lie, we do.
Chris Paul would be that he'd be
And even at 30, how is he? 35, 36, however old Chris Paul is, he's
But
still in great
the way
shape.
he plays like would fit perfectly with the way this team is put together.
And Chris Paul takes care of his body. Like, he's a person that he could theoretically play another 3 years. Theoretically, he really could.
Yeah,
He takes care of his
I don't
body.
see it happening because I think he's gonna do a little ring chasing personally. Like, yeah, like Lakers or maybe even a return to the Clippers. Like I see him trying to chase a ring. I don't see him coming to Chicago, but it would be nice though. Yeah,
Come to Chicago, Chris.
because it would fit perfectly.
You would fit with us. Come on, join us.
CP3. You saw Drummond, I think, picked up his option, so he'll
He
be.
did.
And they saying they're gonna bring Vooch back. I saw that they trying to re-sign Vooch, so the Bulls
Okay.
already is like announcing like moves out there.
We need a point guard. That's the bottom line. I
Yes,
want to know
that's
what we're going to do about this point guard situation.
that is a
If
mess.
not, then Kobe White, now's your time to you guys step up.
Yeah,
A la, maybe you can get some of that Jimmy Butler dust. Maybe you can get some of that. Once Jimmy got put into the starting lineup, then he
yeah,
just blossomed out. He just maybe Kobe can blossom out. Like throw him in there because we need a point guard. We do.
yeah. If Chris Paul don't happen, I'm cool with Kobe White. He's like
Mhm.
because you already have him. Like yeah, just because you can re-sign him because like
Mhm.
you don't have to worry about like cap space and like because the Bulls don't have any. They take capped out. They just extended Zach last season. It's like yeah, and then like
Yeah,
DeRozan's
got
getting
that
paid like
bread.
20 something million. They still owe Lonzo all this money, like, but even though he's not playing, like he's under contract. Like Caruso, he has a pretty good deal. Is like, but you can't go out and get a point guard like Chris Paul will be cheap because he's like he probably would accept the veterans minimum at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll say if you can't go out, if Chris Paul ain't gonna happen, then Kobe White is gonna be the guy.
Come on, maybe Acme might be on the phone with him. Come on, Acme, make it happen. Get on the phone with Chris.
Don't get caught. Just don't get caught this time. Yeah, because
Oh yeah, that's right. Don't get on the phone yet. Don't get on the phone yet.
mm-hmm. Or send somebody to like DeRozan or Zach or somebody to have dinner with him. It's like you can't stop two homies from talking. It's nothing illegal about that. When executives get involved is when they get shaky. It's like we just two homies hanging out. It's like yeah, you can't
Two
stop it.
friends.
Nothing illegal about that. It's like
That's dinner amongst friends.
yep. That's why players can talk, but like once executives get involved, that's when it's called tampering.
Yeah, I
It's like,
heard that Chicago has some great. Yeah, NASCAR is about to come to
yeah, we see
Chicago.
Chris Paul's in town for visiting NASCAR. It's like, he's in town.
NASCAR is coming to Chicago very soon. So
Here's Chris Paul and his wife. Yeah, they're in town in Chicago to check out NASCAR. Oh, and there's DeRozan and his family. They're there too. Is that Zach? Yeah, what's Zach Levine doing there at NASCAR?
and Zach is in the movie, like about a race car movie is coming out too. Oh, okay.
There's
They're
three
just all here
homies.
with
There's
their
three homies
families,
hanging out.
coincidentally.
There's three homies hanging out. Nothing suspicious about this. Or pull a Chris Paul, like yeah, put the chair under the door like they did with DeAndre Jordan, bro. Which one did that really happen, or that's just a meme? but
It's happening.
Chris, was that Chris? I think it was on Chris Paul's page. He posted a picture of the chair under the door, and the very next day, he re-signed with with the Clippers. He had agreed. He was like going to the Mavericks.
He was
It
going to Dallas.
was like you have that moratorium period. It's like you agree, but you can't sign for like what 48 hours or something.
Right.
So he had agreed, and we saw the chair under the door picture, and he said, "Oh, I'm staying with the Clippers." He posted it without context, just a picture of a chair under the door. It's like no context, and people like put two and two. Like, is that what really happened? It's like they really locked DeAndre Jordan in his basement. Said, nah, you see it. You really going to the Mavericks? You really? Nah, you want to sign right here? Yeah, L.A. Clippers.
Like I said, floor general.
Yep. Even with locking 7-foot centers in basements. There we go. That's funny.
I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing.
I saw speaking of DeRozan, I saw his name come up in conversations. After this Lakers sweep, obviously is and DeRozan, LA guy, yeah.
He's an LA guy. He's Compton.
Always dreamed of playing for the Lakers. That was his team growing up watching. Like Kobe was his guy and all of that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
well, that's the team he wanted to play for. Lakers almost got him back when the Bulls got him, but then they decided they wanted Westbrook instead, and that's how the Bulls lucked out because he was going there, like that was going to happen.
Right.
But then the Bulls, like the Lakers, said, we saw how well that Westbrook shit worked out." Because that big three could have been LeBron, AD, and DeRozan. Like they were like that was a real thing that was
That
going to
would have
happen.
been solid.
Then last minute they decided to go with Westbrook, and we The less said about that, the better. It would
And I
become,
saw how they played in the All-Star game. Like LeBron would want to have DeRozan next to him. He would want that.
did they play? I think they did they play in the Olympics together. I don't know if I know they both played in the Olympics. I don't know if it was the same one. I wonder.
Hmm.
I don't remember if LeBron
Okay, I
and
don't remember if they were or not.
but I know they both Olympians. I don't know if they were on the same team though.
Hmm.
But I saw it out there again. It's like let me see what you think of this trade. There's obviously other pieces that will be involved, like DeRozan to the Lakers. It's for D'Lo, Mo Bamba, and like picks thrown in. Like that's like the gist of the trade. The Bulls are going rebuild. That's not a bad haul for like
If you're
DeRozan.
trying to rebuild, then yes. If you're trying to rebuild,
And D'Lo makes sense because him and Zach are like closer in age. It's like that would make sense
hmm
for the timeline. Like Mo
right?
Bamba, I still believe in. Like he's been a disappointment, but like you might be able to get something out of him in Chicago. Like,
The
I'm
song. Let
playing.
me see if we can get the
They do
song.
the trade. I'm playing the song. It's like I'm playing it on here and getting the podcast taken down. I'm gonna play the whole song and shit. They're gonna delete it from YouTube. That trade happens. I'm playing the song. I got oh calling.
That song is
Oh,
ridiculous.
we'll play the Mo Bamba. But yeah, I saw that. I was intrigued. I was like, because Mo Bamba, he's still young. He still could be
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
D'Lo, him and Zach are like on the same timeline, like age wise.
Hmm.
Whereas like DeRozan is a little older. It's like so they on different
Yeah.
time. If the Bulls are running it back, then no. But if like I I think D'Lo would be like a nice upgrade at point.
I think so.
That's Lonzo's not playing. And then that would which thing, yeah, I'll be down for that if they go and rebuild, like
If
or
you're going to rebuild,
if you're going like or a tweak and shit. If you're not just gonna run the team back again, then
yeah.
I'd go.
Because you have to make a decision like, do we need a couple of tweaks or do we need to just blow it up? That's the fork that it needs to come, the fork in the road. You have to kind of decide which way to go. Like, do you want to
And with this
rebuild or do you want to tweak?
Lonzo Ball situation, it makes it tricky because yeah, if he can't play anymore, you need a point guard. So you got to figure
Mhm.
that out.
You just can't keep spinning your wheels. After a while, like it becomes, then you become the team where like we're a play-in team or we're a first round exit, and
Every
that's
year,
what you
like
are. A first round
that's
exit
like the
every
worst
year.
place you can be because you're not good enough to win a title, but you're not bad enough to like get a top
The
pick.
game picks. So you're just spinning your wheels. You're just spinning.
You're not because like when you suck, at least okay, we gonna get a top five pick at least.
Mm-hmm.
And then like when you're a contender, okay, we might win the titles. Like,
Might
but
win a title. We just
at
need to
this
get one more piece. We get one more piece and we can win this title.
yeah, we almost about like the Nuggets, like how they've been the last few years. They've been close. Now they like about to win. Unless
Mm-hmm.
they pull a fucking 2016 Warriors. So yeah, they're about to win one. So they're first.
So
But long NBA convo right there. But
well,
we
in
got
our defense, basketball is about to be over. So
might be the last. We might have
yeah,
a
I won't to hear about basketball no
we
more.
might have a draft episode. Maybe
Yeah,
not.
then we'll say like who won the congratulations to the Denver Nuggets. We'll
Yeah.
say that next
And
week.
probably do a draft episode or not because the Bulls don't have any picks. It's like, so we might not do a draft episode. It's like, who knows? But let's talk about what else is coming up around draft time.
Ooh,
The 2023 BET Awards. Woohoo! One of my favorite shows of the year, which some 20 years ago this year, I went to the BET
the
Awards.
Michael Jackson, yeah.
Words, Michael Jackson.
And James Brown.
Michael Joseph Jackson. I was there. I tell my students that all the time to be fascinated because they all know that everybody saw that episode. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I was in the audience. I was there. You saw me on camera during this. I can prove I was there. I was on camera during that show. Like
I know. I remember
when
seeing
the
you on
Jam
camera.
Master
You
Jay
slowed it down. You
tribute,
showed me.
Jam Master Jay tribute, you see me rocking out. It's like I said, that's me right there. The red headband. It's like because I had my braids and my. I was like, that's me. Yeah. So nominees have been announced. I
Okay.
got the list. We're gonna break down. We're not gonna break down all of these awards, obviously.
Okay.
Let's start with who leads the pack. Guess who leads the pack?
Who? Cardi B.
Nah, Cardi B. Cardi B didn't have a big year this year. Like she was
Oh,
kind of quiet this year.
okay.
Leading the pack.
Beyonce.
Beyonce's in there. She got one, two, four noms. Yeah, Beyonce
Okay.
got four. The leader got seven noms. By the
Who
way,
got
Drake.
Drake? Okay, Drake. Yeah, because he had the album with 21 Savage. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
21 Savage album, and like close
Yeah.
behind, who did a big hit with Cardi B this year. It's six nominations. Is Glorilla.
Oh, really?
Tomorrow was huge this year. F and F was big. Yes, Glorilla had a big. Yeah.
Don't give a credit score. I might be rich tomorrow.
21 Savage and Lizzo each got five noms, so they're third. Now, I mentioned Beyonce, also Burna Boy, Chris Brown, Ice Spice, and the lovely SZA got four noms each. So that's the big noms right there. Shout out
Yeah.
SZA, she had a big year
Yeah.
with
They said that album passed Aretha Franklin for
Kill
something.
Bill
I
is
forgot.
big, and the
I
Snooze
forgot
is
what
big.
the
Yeah.
stat was, but I know it passed Aretha Franklin something with her.
I Hate You was part of this album too, wasn't it? I believe, yeah.
Um,
Is it part of this or was that the last? I don't
I think
remember.
that was before it
All
because I
starts
know this
running
album is a
together.
Kill Bill.
Oh, Kill Bill, Snooze, those are big. It's like, yeah. Mhm.
Not the best idea.
Yeah. But she got a big year. Let's
I
break
like
down.
the blood stain on my shirt now.
Okay. Yeah, the day, of course, they always air right around your birthday. So Sunday, June 25th, be 7 p.m. BET Awards. So
Okay.
always right around the kids'
I
birthdays.
always say that I want to go to the BET Awards one year I'm gonna make it. That'll be my birthday present to myself. I want to go.
Yeah, it was the year I went because like Monique hosted, like I said, Michael Jackson came out, obviously. Like Lil Kim performed. Beyonce opened that show out because like
Beyonce opened because she did the
like
crazy.
Crazy in Love was like that was when Dangerously Love had just dropped. Like
Mm-hmm.
like so Beyonce came. That's how and that's when Monique made the joke about where the big girls. So the
With a bit,
following year they opened up with the big girls doing
and
the
she did
I was there when the seeds were planted for that show. I was there. Like, yeah.
the.
Because when Beyonce did the crazy, she said, "Yeah, where the big girls at?" Yeah, and then the big girls did it. She was like, "Yeah, we can't do that shit again." And they didn't shimmer.
Who's hosting the BET Awards?
um, they don't have one here. I
Or
could
are
look.
they doing? Or are they doing it again with like it was like no host because I didn't that worked for the Oscars like no
It
host.
kind of sucked, but I get it.
It kind of worked.
It kind of worked, but it kind of sucked. Yeah.
It kind of worked. I don't know.
Who was the bomb? I want to know who the award before we break down this list of awards nominees. Yeah. BET Awards 2023. Okay. Who is hosting?
Yeah, Lizzo had a good year. It's about damn time. That was my song. I like that.
Who's the goddamn host? I can't find it. Maybe they are going to do that Oscar shit. I don't know. Yeah, it's not showing up on none of my
I
list.
just hope it's not somebody that's dry or whatever. But sometimes we know award shows hosts can be like,
Definitely, yeah.
and then the writer's strike, isn't that still like going to
Yeah,
the
we in
writer's strike?
the Hollywood writer strike, so maybe that's why a host ain't on this thing. I don't know.
It's like the writing, because people don't realize how much writers affect stuff because
They write,
all
yeah, like they all these stories, like
all the stuff that you love, like
somebody got to.
think about the funniest episodes of these shows that like you love, like iconic episodes, and you're just like, that was the funniest episode I've ever seen. A writer, somebody wrote that episode. And chances are it wasn't the talent who wrote it, the talent who's performing it. Some
Yeah.
talent do write their own stuff, some talent does, but chances are it probably wasn't written by them. So the talent always gets all the accolades because they're the ones see every week. But the writer behind the scenes, like they don't get the accolades that they deserve. So pay them people their money. That's what I say. Give them people their money. Said no host.
Yeah, they just haven't announced it yet. Maybe it's gonna be a surprise host. That's why I don't know anything. There's some names out there that are rumored, like the person I just mentioned. It's like, which would be like full circle if Monique hosted this show. That would be pretty wild. It's like that's her name on it. Kiki Palmer's another name I'm seeing. Is like, yeah, I don't know.
Kiki would be good. I like Kiki. Kiki would be good.
Monique hosted that show. That'd be wild as hell. Like full circle.
Kiki would be good. And then I love that she's like, I'm taking my time. Like, she's normalizing that. Let's normalize women having babies. Like this, let's normalize not doing that snapback thing.
Yeah.
Like she's like, I'm carrying a little bit of extra baby weight, and it's fine. It's good. You're not going to be the same size that you were pre. That's fine.
Back in the day, remember Jessica Simpson's got a Weight Watchers deal out of that shit, man. Because she like, yeah, she had a little baby weight in it. She's like, remember she was doing
Yeah.
them Weight Watchers commercials, like
I remember when she did the Weight Watchers commercial. I remember that.
she got a Weight Watchers deal out of baby weight. There you go. Remember that? There you go.
But yeah, let's normalize like women taking their time to,
It
enjoy
could
being
be
a
like
mom.
it could be
Enjoy.
it could be a hip hop legend too. Remember this year we celebrating the
Oh, the
50th.
50th year.
Yeah.
Hmm.
August 11th, 73 is when hip hop started when in the Bronx.
Be a good one.
LL, he did the show before. He's done. I'm
Hmm.
trying to think of like legends that would be good to host. I don't know. Yeah. It could be somebody like some kind of legendary hip hop star,
Yeah, could be.
but
Right, Sugar Hill, maybe.
maybe
Somebody like that.
Rakim, like who? Well, yeah, they need to bring all the big names need to be there.
They better bring Back Call back out. He needs to perform at every BET Awards. They need to bring El DeBarge out again because El DeBarge can still sing. Like I love El
Oh,
DeBarge.
oh
I
yeah.
don't care. They need to have El DeBarge at every award show singing. All this love is waiting for you. They need to have that.
Rev run. Let's let Rev run. Host.
Hmm,
Just throwing out
that might be good.
some big names, yeah. But let's break down this year's awards as we get ready to get up out of here. Like not too long.
Yes.
Yeah? Album of the year. You got Glorilla's Always Life's Great. You got Chris Brown's Breezy. You got DJ Khaled, God Did. You got Drake and 21 Savage, the Her Loss album. Kendrick Lamar is the Mr. Morale album. Beyonce's Renaissance and SZA's SOS. So nice lineup, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Beyonce got the most attention, but out of these, who actually takes home the big award? That's the album of the year one.
Mm-hmm.
I could see this being Glorilla's year for some reason. I don't know. She's been everywhere. I could see this Glorilla and Ice Spice. I could see dominating this award show. And people ain't gonna like that, but yeah, they've been big.
Oh well. Be
best
mad if you want to.
best female R&B pop artist: Ari Lennox, Beyonce, Coco Jones, Her, Lizzo, SZA, Tim's. So that's yeah. And best male in the same category are Blast, Brent Fayez, Burna Boy, Chris Brown, Drake, The Weeknd, and Usher. I say Drake takes it.
Drake.
Best female hip hop artist. No, this is like, yeah, they got a stacked lineup. It's like not not for
Like Nicki
old not for
Minaj.
old not for old heads and shit. Nicki Minaj is nominated by the way too. But she actually has competition this year. It's
Yeah,
like
she has competition. Yes.
she had a couple of bangers this year. Like Nicki Minaj had a couple of
Yeah, the one
she have a problem, and she got the one that samples the yeah
that one.
yeah. So she had a couple of hits.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Coil Ray, Glorilla, Ice Spice, Lotto, Meg The Stallion. That's a stacked category to me right
Yeah.
there. Any one of them could win it.
I liked her little songs. Corey LeRae. I do like her little songs,
Another
Corey.
plate. Half about to make a
Because
move.
girls just play is too.
I just want to have.
I like her little. They're catchy.
Yeah, I got bops. Yeah, I got bops.
Yeah, her songs are catchy.
Already had a better career than her daddy. Yeah, because Benzino kind of sucked, but
Well, he produced Corey LeRae, so hey,
yeah,
that's what he did. He
too.
gave us Corey LeRae.
So I don't know. This like they all had big years. Like out of these ones, yeah, it could be
Mhm.
Koi, could be Glorilla, could be Ice Spice. It's like any one of them could win it. Could be Lotto. She had that big energy. I don't. It's like The best male hip hop artists are 21 Savage, Drake, Future, J. Cole, Jack Harlow, Kendrick, and Lil Baby. So that's that. Those are the main awards. Like I'm not gonna read any of these others. Because yeah, the other ones, I just read like the ones that people
The
care.
big ones, yeah.
Like probably 20 awards, but I just read the main ones that matter. So
But I'll be watching June 25th.
I will definitely be watching. I know people that all blow up my timeline like around our age always say, yeah, I ain't watching. Then why are you commenting on this shit? Then it's like you ain't watching, but you talking about how Ice Spice looks stupid. It's like, yeah, how do you know what she's wearing? It's like, yeah, nigga, you watching? Shut up. It's like,
I want attention. That's what it is.
I ain't even watching that, but yeah, man, Ice Spice sucked. It's like, yeah, I thought you weren't watching. Like, I don't know if I couldn't tell you who performed at the AMAs. It's because I really didn't watch and shit. Yeah, it's like, I actually didn't watch that show. Unlike you, who like pretended you're just trying to shock value, like trying to say you don't watch. Yeah, even though you described the whole show as like. Mad because MC Light and Queen Latifah are not nominated and shit. Yeah. And Ice Spice and Glorilla are and shit. It's like,
yes. Y'all gotta stop. We gotta stop. We gotta do better. Us old millennials and zennials gotta do better.
I still listen to my 90s hip hop too and shit, but I'm not gonna hate on the current generation.
Yeah.
That little Dirk little Dirk and J. Cole is a banger, man. Oh my,
Yeah.
give me
It
that.
is.
I see, yeah, that's a bang. And that might be my pick for like song of the summer. Dirk might have one. It's like it's still early, but Dirk might have one. It's like, but we'll see what happens over the next coming months. But that might be my pick, my early pick for like every year. I'm gonna do my mix this year in honor of the 50th anniversary of hip hop. I have a list of songs, every hot song from '79 up to, if I do 2023, it's gonna be that one right now. So yeah. Gonna be that Dirk. Yeah, unless something crazy comes out like over the next couple weeks. With music always drops, anything can happen. But
yeah,
I'm not gonna read my list. No spoilers. The nigga steal my idea. It's like, son of a bitch stole my idea. You're not stealing my sports almanac, old Biff.
On that note.
I'm betting on all the fucking World Series for the next 25 years. I'm putting some money on the Cubbies.
Ready.
All right, well, let's wrap this shit up. Not another damn podcast. 315. Definitely appreciate you supporting us. You want to support us further, you know what to do. Give us a like. Also, subscribe, share, rate, review on your platforms. Talk on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, SoundCloud, iHeart, TLC Talk Radio. What up, Tasha?
Hey.
YouTube, your Amazon Alexa devices, and you can follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Oz Radio on Snapchat and Facebook as well. Get at me.
And you can check me out, MSIMA8626 on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Also, SER8GULLEY1 on Twitter, SER8GULLEY7 on Instagram. Also, please like the Straight Gully Facebook fan page. Check out straightgully.com for your blogs and your vlogs, and for your video production needs. Check out straightgullyproductions.com.
I'm Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
We will talk to you later.
Bye.
I'm gone.